Well, a bunch of time passes, and a lot of people, like in the same way that all these other people pass and it ends up being cold cases, we all kind of assumed that the Duck was going to be the same situation. But then, the feds announced that 6 people were arrested around his murder, which became known as the O Block 6.
Mm-hmm.
When you heard that all those guys got arrested, number one, did you know any of them personally?
Uh-uh.
Not a single one.
No.
But you knew of them?
Yeah.
Okay. All the guys that got arrested, did you already know of them, or were some of them like complete strangers?
I knew about 3. The
3 of
other
them?
was strange.
Well, which 3 did you know of?
I knew Muwap. I knew Charles C. Murder. Who else was it? What was the 6?
It was C. Murder, Kenny Mack, Low, C. Thang, Muwap, and Teezy.
Yeah, I think I only knew them 2.
Okay. So they get arrested, and when you look at like how the feds caught them, it was relatively easy. It was like, all right, here's the Gold Coast, here's their car, here's them on camera, here's them going back to O Block.
That was scary.
Here's the cell phone records. It was really like there was no way they're going to beat this case.
Yeah.
When you found out that those 6 got arrested, what'd you think?
No, I was surprised. Because I told you, like, at the time, it was like, you couldn't tell who did it at the time. So many people had so much to say. So when it popped up, I'm like, surprised. Shit was right in front of us the whole time.
Right. And they were, when you go back and look at some of the videos and pictures, like
that's why I say it was right in front of us the whole time.
They were like lightweight bragging about it.
Yeah.
It's like they almost wanted the credit.
But I don't see stuff like that. I don't watch them. I don't watch their page. I don't see stuff like that.
But after the fact, when you started
when I started seeing, I'm like, damn, niggas crazy. Not, like, that was weird. Like, not they crazy, but like they was doing weird stuff trying to get the clout.
Yeah, clout for a murder is something I never fully understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, like right now, Keefe D is in jail right now for the murder of Tupac.
Yeah.
And people want to get mad at me about it because I did his first big interview, but I try to explain to people that when I did the interview, he had already written a book.
If you don't mind me asking, like, was he getting paid for the interviews?
Yeah, he got paid for the interview.
Niggas be thirsty. They be thirsty for them checks.
It wasn't that much, though.
Nah.
No. Not enough to pay for his lawyer bills. Let me put it that way.
Oh, you probably said it wasn't that much for you. Probably was that much for him.
No, it wasn't that much, just period in life.
How you know that wasn't? That's probably something he needed at the time. You was only source to come and get that check.
Let me put it like this. I doubt that it paid for a month of rent.
You know that, though. But that don't take away from him needing that, his reason of coming and doing things like this.
Well, I'll put it like this. I don't think that he did it just for the money.
Okay.
Okay? Because it wasn't a life-changing amount of money. You see what I'm saying? I think he did it because he wrote a book
and he wanted to promote the book.
And we did promote the book. Like, if you look at those original videos, there's links to the Amazon. And I think we sold quite a bit of copies for him.
That paid for them lawyer fees?
I don't know. I mean, he's still locked up. So, and I heard, most recently, crazy. I think, like, the police beat him up in a cell.
Why, he was locked up?
Uh-huh. He's like 60-something years old. He's got cancer,
But how'd that work if I thought he had immunity?
Well, this is where the gray area comes in, because when you get a proffer agreement, you got to look at the details of it, right? There's certain proffer agreements that are straight up immunity. There's other proffer agreements that are known as Queen for a Day, which means that you could say everything and it won't be used against you. But then if you say it again the next day to someone else, then all that is fair game.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? It could just be just that day.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you could say you could admit to everything. It can't be used against you, but then they could go and use that information to grab other people, and if they testify against you, then that can be used against you.
That's crazy.
It's a slippery slope. You know what I mean? You're better off just keeping your mouth shut most times. But it's and you know, listen, I didn't think he was going to get arrested. I never wanted to get him arrested. At the end of the day, it was like, well, you wrote a book. You want to talk about the book? Yeah, okay. Well, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how you feel about people saying like, not you the police, but your platform is getting people arrested?
Well, the only arrest that the only time that I've ever heard of my footage being used in anyone's criminal case was Keefe D.
Okay.
Everything else is all just rumors and the internet, you know, just how we've been talking about all these internet rumors.
Yeah.
You know, like Taxstone, my interview with him had nothing to do with this case. Casanova 2 times, my interview had nothing to do with this case. ARAB, my interviews had nothing to do with this case. People like to do their little...
I don't know about ARAB. I was saying I'm going crazy on that.
Look it up.
Yeah.
Look up his case.
Yeah.
Look up his interviews after he got locked up. Did he ever say that... You know what I mean? But look at the actual case. The actual case is he had a snitch in his crew that testified against everybody. That's how he got all those years.
Okay.
They didn't look at Vlad TV interviews and use that to convict him. In fact, none of the stuff he got convicted for had anything to do with what he talked about in those interviews.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And I'll say that loudly. You know what I mean? Like, this is all going to come out publicly. People can go, you know how the internet is.
Yeah,
They'll go look up the paperwork. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? ARAB was my friend.
How many years he got?
I think like 35 or something. Let me see.
They used to be full of them favorite rap boys. Be steady hearing them. This nigga trash.
45 years.
Damn.
Yeah, man. ARAB got 45 years. And I remember I interviewed this lawyer named Mo Gangat who went through his case like really carefully.
Mm-hmm.
And what he said was, which was really interesting, was that during his sentencing, ARAB was really angry and was like mean mugging the judge. And the judge said that during his sentencing. Was like, yeah, you know, I could see how you're not taking this seriously and how you're scowling and you're mad and that's why I'm going to give you these 45 years. And you know, the lawyer basically said that if that was his client and he saw this happening, he would ask for a recess and pull him aside and say, listen, like, I know you're upset, but just smile and just you know, pretend for the next 15 minutes because this is going to affect the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because judges can be just as petty as
for sure
me and you. They're just humans. So you go and piss off the judge, he'll go and give you an extra 20 years just to do it.
For looking at him.
Just for looking at him bad. Shit, I've seen it. I mean, I've been in courts and seen the judge talk about, oh, no, did you give me a dirty look? Like, I've heard judges say that.
That's crazy. That's fucked up. That's aggressive.
Yeah, man.
Giving these people that much power.
Yeah. Well, ultimately, on January 17th of 2024, the O Block 6 were found guilty of the murder of FBG Duck.
Yeah.
When you heard, and I believe, have they been sentenced yet? I don't think so.
I don't think so neither.
They haven't been sentenced yet, but from what I understand, it's mandatory life sentences. You're involved in a planned murder.
Yeah.
It's one thing to get into an argument with someone and pull out a gun and shoot them. It's another thing to sit there, make phone calls, make a plan, get into a car, drive somewhere, pull out a gun, shoot someone in front of everybody, then go back. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting out of that.
It's a planned hit.
It's a planned hit.
Yeah.
It's not something you could say is manslaughter or anything else like that. Or it's not a slap on the wrist. When you find out that they were guilty and they were facing mandatory life, how'd you feel?
I ain't feel no type of way. I don't wish jail on nobody. It's more so like, that's fucked up that they finna have to go through what they gotta go through.
So you think it's fucked up, so you feel sorry for them?
Nah, I definitely don't feel sorry for him.
That's what I'm saying.
Nah, I just don't wish jail on nobody.
What does that mean, though?
Jail fucked up. You ever been to jail?
Yeah, here and there.
You don't like being there, do you?
No, it's the worst place ever. If some of my enemies were in jail, it would make me feel bad.
It'll make you feel. You said it wouldn't make you feel
No,
bad.
it would not.
I mean, it don't make me feel bad neither. But I'm not just be like, hey, I'm glad they locked up.
Really?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about
So
them.
you're not glad that anyone's locked up?
No.
So Dylan Roof, the guy that went into the black church and killed all those people,
Yeah.
are you glad that he's locked up?
No.
So you want him out there?
I mean, it would have been better if they would have killed his ass.
Yeah.
But like,
a lot of times these guys who get away, Trayvon Martin's killer.
Yeah. Do I want him locked up?
What's
His
his name?
ass should be dead. Damn, what the fuck? What's his name? Zimmerman.
Yeah, George Zimmerman.
Yeah. I want him dead.
Right, but he's not. He's probably at McDonald's right now having a Big Mac, living his life. I'm just saying. I don't want him locked up.
Nah, I want him.
I wish jail on him.
I wouldn't.
I wish he would have gotten 20, 30 years for hunting down a kid for no reason.
Shit like that, I wish them motherfucker would have killed him. Dig him up and kill him again.
But most times these people don't die.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying. Like you say, yeah, I don't want him jail. I don't want him to go to jail because, I want him dead. But these guys will lay low somewhere.
Lucky guy. Lucky you. Good for you. But I wouldn't wish he'd be like, hey, he in jail.
So you prefer him to be out than in jail? Because
No.
I wish jail on George Zimmerman.
I prefer him be dead than in jail.
But he's not dead. So
that's,
right now,
that's out of my hands.
okay.
But I do prefer his ass to be dead. Not in jail, though.